Welcome to the Hilltop Artist Studio.
This was the opening, right?
The front left, right?
Yeah. This looks a little light.
Someone's on.
Yeah, it looked like that.
You got two people.
That's how you start the light stream.
Well, welcome to the Hilltop Artist Studio. We're just getting started on today's project. We have one of our alumni, Doug Burgess, preparing to create a ghost shirt. We're going to learn a little bit more about these ghost shirts and their meaning as we go, as our audience plugs in, so we don't end up repeating ourselves too much. But we'll show you some examples throughout the process. We're going to begin with just the basic coloring application. So join us. If you have questions, make sure to ask in the comments below, and we'll keep looking out for you.
Tanner said, "Why are you dropping stuff?"
Why am I dropping stuff? That wasn't me.
Tanner.
Oh man, I don't get enough.
Doug, is this cameo engraved?
What?
Is this cameo?
Yeah.
Is this in Sarah's class?
No, how can I break that?
That's so incredible. Is that what you're going to be doing? I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah, I might break on it, or I might nail on it.
It had an amazing texture on it. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it's firefall for that.
Oh, you picked it up?
So color in a hot shop is always added separately. We purchase our color from a manufacturer. Right now we're using an opaline white color. We can go into a little bit more detail on how these colors are made, but Jacob, can you explain what makes opaline? What makes opaline white color?
Different chemicals added to the raw glass powder mat. Some people use fluorine, and then some people use sodium carbonic phosphate. Throw that into the glass and make it white.
That's fantastic. You're gonna have to teach me again. So glass making in time of COVID has rapidly changed. We're no longer using some traditional techniques that have been used for hundreds and thousands of years. This time around, we have to use a lot of blow hoses and air pumps to introduce the air into our glass. With this opaline colored white, whenever it's hot, it's gonna look transparent. But as soon as it begins to get cold, we'll notice that white color coming back. So we have a layer of clear glass, and we coated it with our layer of white glass. Now we could make our gloster out of what we have now, but this is the baby right here. So we're gonna just make it a lot larger by gathering more glass from our furnace. We're gonna be using this one down here. Has a lot of glass inside of there, about the same temperature as lava. Doug is just gonna continue to repeat or enter our furnace for a few times until he has enough glass essentially. Again, when it's hot, the white color will always just look transparent. Well, let's talk a little bit about Doug Burgess. Doug Burgess first started in the program when he was a student right here at Middle School. I actually known Doug for a very long time. We went to school together here with a good friend of mine. Me and Doug, Doug was part of team production throughout high school, which gave him the opportunity to develop his hands in glass. Now you can find Doug in multiple studios around the Pacific Northwest, from right here in Tacoma at Tacoma Glass Building Studio, as well up in Seattle at Seattle Glass Building Studios. So Doug has been working with a lot of artists really around the community. Here we take a look into some of Doug's creative work. We really want to zoom in on our poster, as this is today's project. A little bit more information about the glow shirts. It was a form of protest performed by the Paiutes who are facing a complete dissemination of their culture. the ghost dance, when it was performed, was believed, it was performed, it was done for 4 days and believed to have the ability to reunite them with the spirits of their ancestors who will give them the strength to return to their land to once it was free. Now, before we begin to expand our bubble that will eventually become a closure, we're just making sure that everything expands evenly. The base of any vessel, any bubble glass is always even. So we spend a lot of our time just blocking it and shaping it to ensure that it's just going to look good and it completely looks good. Now, whenever we're out in the open, the empty air is always stealing heat away from the glass. And so to make it softer or more workable, we just reheat it inside of our working station. It's over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So you'll notice that last name is a whole teamwork base. Doug, Jacob, you've been working from together. They've been working together for many years. Now, although they may not work consistently together, last making follows those same basic rules. I'm just saying, I've never seen actually Doug make one of these. I know Doug has made these for many years, but the way that our program is set up is usually our students are split between two groups, and me and Doug didn't get to work too much together. So this is also going to be a process for myself as well. He's using a little bit of corks to kind of give them the initial shape. This is really going to set the kind of the width, the overall width of our ghost team. I know, it doesn't look quite like a t-shirt yet, but give Doug a little bit more time. He's gonna now begin to create the main features. So using an intense flame, we're going to heat up where we should separate our bubble for the shoulders or the sleeves of our t-shirt. Essentially what Doug is going to do is he's going to just cut it straight down, splitting the bubble into two. Now we have to be quite careful when we're using a torch like this. It's incredibly hot. Oftentimes it's gonna be quite difficult to see exactly what we've heated, so we can give a visual representation by maybe indenting it.
Some of the alumni can do it.
Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
Is that just a good feature? So not a t-shirt. It's like a fringe jacket, so it's like more like a garment. Something flat. And periodically you do just put the back in and nice flat cut.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good trim. Sounds like it's leaking.
Which one does?
This one, every time he lifts it up.
No, that's just it going through the lines. I mean, I can spray them again in a second.
So we can begin to see how the ghost. So we have one sleeve down. It's time to get the next one going.
Okay.
So what Doug is really doing here is he's making sure that the walls of the glass touch one another before he goes back and cuts it. Really great technique that he has here, by the way. Again, I've never seen Doug actually make one of these. I've seen only the results of them.
you going for the cut or are you going to torch again?
No, I'm going for the.
Alright, give me a second then. Here, David. Is it off?
Okay,
So, like, kind of.
Here, Doug, let me up. I'm mopping it. You guys are right. I don't know how that one was loose, but maybe when it fell over.
somebody said, what is he making?
What is he making? Fantastic, great question. Well, actually, after this heat, we'll show you exactly what Doug is making. A ghost tea.
Shirt. Shirt.
Ghost shirt.
Forget the whole team.
You didn't say new week.
Yeah, you're right.
So Doug first began to create these ghost shirts back in 2010. If you follow him on Instagram at Creative Hands Glass, you can learn more about kind of the process that Doug has gone through and the different techniques essentially that he's used across these past 10 years. Now, the ghost dance was a form of protest that was performed by the pirates who were facing a complete dissemination of their culture. And when this ghost dance was performed, it was done for days, and it was believed to have the ability to reunite them with their spirits of their ancestors who would give them the strength to return to the homeland before it was pre-colonized. a beautiful ghost shirt. We're beginning to see that beautiful opaline color that Doug applied early in the process. And I like this opaline color because it really shows you at the temperature that you're working with. It'll get a lot more milky or white, I should say. I would define this as when it's completely cooled down. So right now it's not going to be that same white color. It's going to be a lot more brighter.
Wow, man. Too much.
And then,
Separated from the body. I tried to use the hospital last time, but I figured the fluffy works a little better.
so now we can begin to separate the arms from the body of the shirt. Now, Doug is an Alaskan native. He actually moved out to our area, our Pacific Northwest Tacoma area, when he was in 5th grade. I met Doug a year later after that in 6th grade. And again, Doug has been creating these shirts for a while. They were a form of protest by the Paiutes who were facing a complete finishing move. to wear these ghost shirts and perform the ghost dance as a form of protest. We're taking this information. It's going fantastic.
Yeah, happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you as well. This is my first time seeing Doug game with me. I've known him for so long and I've never seen him actually make me. So you'll notice, although we're really just focused kind of on the arms of our shirt, we're constantly adding heat to this kind of area back here. That's where the rod and the glass meet one another. Our term that we use is the moil. Now the moil is the area that's most prone to cracking and breaking because of the steel rod. It's constantly stealing heat and energy away. Now, each of our teammates, they're playing a specific role. We know that our artist is Doug Burgess. He's hanging out in the open, saving his energy.
Hey, hi Doug. Woo!
Followed by his assistant, who's constantly maybe taking the heat for Doug. Now, Jacobson is also an incredible glass maker as well, so you'll notice the trust that's placed between both of our teammates here. A lot of trust.
Where's Trent?
In the office. Can you grab Trent?
Tungsten drill. Mr. Trent! Hey, you got a tungsten drill? Tungsten drill? Oh, excuse me.
Are you gonna leave that down there like that?
No, I'm gonna cut it off.
So now, Doug is going to open up the sleeve of the shirt by using a tungsten drill bit. This is just to produce a hole that we can kind of begin to open and expand. Now, tungsten has a very high melting point, which is the reason why we can heat it up, and using a power drill, we can pretty much just poke a hole. we have a hole, we can isolate the heat and then just begin to spread it open. The same thing will be repeated for the opposite side, and a similar process will happen towards the bottom of the shirt. RJ Oki is watching, my boy RJ.
Ben's watching.
Is it saving right now? Is it saving the video?
No, it'll tell me at the end.
Okay. Will we make sure to save it?
Alright, so we were using a torch, about 2,500 degrees. And now we can begin to really move the shoulders into the area we want them to. You want me to get you a mold? A mold, we can just stick it in.
No, I have a tripod over there.
You want to? You can put on this marker.
You want to?
Yeah, you
Grab that little thing right there.
Everything's looking fantastic right now. We've been kind of isolating our heat, making sure that the shoulders look good and they're at a good spot. Now to open up the shirt holes more, he's just using a pair of jacks to have a little bit of beeswax. If we see a little flame, most of the time it's just that wax burning off, but it allows us to not scar or scratch the glass. Again, the most important area is the moil, where the glass and the rod meet one another. It oftentimes tends to be the coldest and the most prone to breaking. I sure can, boss. So Doug is now beginning to work on the base of our ghost shirt. So they're beginning to isolate the heat on the bottom. It's quite thick there, so they'll probably repeat this process a few more times. And then we can kind of move on. Hello. Thanks for watching. We have our alumni Doug Burgess creating a ghost shirt. These ghost shirts were worn by the Paiutes. And the ghost stance was a form of a protest. Oh my. This is like butter. Butter. Again, our alumni Doug Burgess.
Not that beat. Just trying to get all this pulled down too, so I can start chopping into it. So let's throw a little bit of onion seed on there too.
Dude, this thing is amazing. It's like butter. I thought it was gonna have like a lag.
I mean, it lasts.
It's responsive. It's very responsive. If you guys have questions, you guys can ask below and I can do my best to answer them. There's Doug. He has that heat that he needs. And it's annoying. It's now beginning to pull. It's beginning to pull. This is kind of the time that Doug can determine how long the base of the tee will be. Either he can remove a lot of material or he can remove a little bit. It's all up to him from here on out. He's sectioned off the clear portion he doesn't want, and he can just tap it off. The bottom's removed. Now we can begin to open up the base of it. All right, just like last time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a tungsten drill bit.
He'll start to cave in when he goes to detail.
Quick flash.
We have to make a little air hole in the bottom of it. So when we try to heat it up in the oil, it doesn't collapse on itself. And he's also going to open our hole.
Hey, we have a comment from Jen Ellick. Hi, Jen. So thankful that you could stop by. She said, so happy to see Doug in the driver's seat making work. More of this, please. Yes. Yes, Jen. Yes. Absolutely.
It's awesome. Oh, that's a point.
slap it on the front side where the grate is. So that right. We do that. Now, when you need to gather, just move this cart, okay? Don't be afraid to just move it out of your way. Just push it. You'll be good. Yeah. You just enough space for you to gather? Okay, hopefully it's not.
Sorry.
It makes you nervous too, I know. Yes, sir.
Am I in front of the camera? Hey.
It's just Doug.
Huh?
Just Doug on the screen.
Yeah, I think it might be while we're bringing the
Fine, man. Just let us know. Put them over right now. They're going to be really good. I like this angle. So, my boy, Jacob, has just gathered a little bit of white colored glass. He's going to add it to the under sleeve of our ghost shirt. So let's check our ghost shirt out so we can kind of begin to explain this process. So what we're going to be adding next is the part down, and then the part here, and also the part on the right. So that is what we're gonna be. Yeah, that's Doug. Doug is the good guy filming. Doug, somebody called you very good looking. And he sure is. Sorry, Malcolm. It's all good.
There we go. And he's cutting each little piece. Now, this will, it's good to take a little time, looking away past. You can have it.
They're fine.
How many viewers have they got? People turned it in?
2. Back.
Hot
one. Can I go right here?
What? Yeah.
Ben Johnson says Doug, and then Chris says Doug. Who is that good-looking guy filming? Oh, which one? We're all good-looking. Oh, Luis Sanchez? Yeah, Luis just got that fresh lineup. Oh, they're talking about Greg. Greg laying down foundations. So Greg is one of our instructors here at Hilltop Artist. He's one of our instructors, so he's actually part of a class right now, so he's showing his students our project today.
Realize.
Alright, guys, so we just put the flat one together, two down, and flip it, and do this. So, we're gonna wrap it up. So, we can wrap it on.
We can say goodbye to Greg's class. They're wrapping it up.
We're let you guys go for all the different ways. Doug, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. Thanks, you guys. This class.
Is this Chompy Doug? Yep. What is that thing?
Gyroscope.
Oh, dude, that thing's tight. Is that yours?
This is Sanchez, Mr. Sanchez's.
That thing's tight.
It's like butter.
Yeah, I bet. Angles like you've never seen.
Doug! What's up? You guys have questions? If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, ask them in the comments below.
All right, you burning?
No, I'm good.
Lies.
Look at that white. Look at it go.
I smell fried bread.
Oh, whoa.
What do you want?
Just a flash. I'm gonna re-print these. Can you grab the torch for me, Jacob?
¿Want this? Como quieras. Ooh, Doug's getting more detail. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The more I use this, the more I'm like, gotta get it.
I thought you weren't gonna get one.
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna get one, but now.
Like 150.
At first I was like, but now like, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Like now I'm used to it. You can get those really tight angles. Maybe not. Too slow on that. Doug!
They still in there?
Doug is squeezing down the separation between the ghost shirt and the steel rod itself. We want to make sure that when we tap the rod, it releases at the weakest point, hopefully being that weak spot we've just kind of squeezed down. Again, the color that we see right now is not true. It'll become a little bit more milky white when it's completely cooled down. Now this is the time that Doug goes back and just refines. If he notices something he doesn't like, you'll notice him just adjusting it until it looks just right. The last step that we take here in our hot shop studio is to eliminate the stress in the glass. Now the ambient air is just sucking away the heat from the glass, and it can cause the molecules to stress out. When the molecules are stressed out, it just breaks. Simply gets too cold too quickly. So to eliminate the stress in the glass, we're going to cool it down inside of a controlled environment that's about 920 degrees Fahrenheit. We have our teammate kind of suiting up, getting that equipment ready. We're isolating the heat down. I'm going to get 2 doors. Once again, we have our alumni, Doug Burgess. You can find more information online or even on Instagram at Creative Hands Glass. You can also follow Hilltop Artists for more information about our upcoming sales and even our upcoming demonstrations we have planned for all you beautiful audience. You ready? Are you ready? Doug, you ready? Let's do one more flash before our piece is broken free. Stay here, watch him put it away. Right here. A little bit of water, a slight tap, and on its way to the annealer for the next 2.5 hours. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining us here at the Hilltop Artist Studio. Once again, our alumni, Doug Burgess, with this beautiful, one-of-a-kind ghost shirt worn by the Inuit people.
Thanks, you guys.